Have you ever noticed something quietly in common among very old, healthy people? Their bowls and plates are often smaller than you'd expect. They are rarely piled high with food. It's not that they've lost their appetite, and it's not that their families don't care for them. It's that they have spent a lifetime following a simple eating principle, one that modern life has almost forgotten. In the next few minutes, I want to walk you through this gentle habit, eating lightly and with a steady rhythm. It is not about a complicated nutrition plan. It is about a kinder, more sustainable way of using the body as we age. We'll talk about why the old saying, "eat more to be strong," might not serve older bodies well, how Eastern wellness traditions view the act of eating and the idea of being 70% full, and finally, how to begin this practice safely, step by gentle step. Let's start with a familiar scene. A grown child visits an aging parent, bringing bags of food, filling the fridge, and at the table saying, "Mom, eat more of this, it's nutritious," or "Dad, have another bowl of rice, you barely ate anything." This comes from a place of deep love. In another time, when food was scarce, eating a lot was a sign of good fortune and strength. But for many older bodies today, this loving act may be slightly misplaced. An aging body can be imagined as a warm, steady stove that has been burning for many years. It no longer needs a sudden pile of large logs trying to make a raging fire. What it truly needs is a small, steady, consistent amount of fuel to keep the flame stable and calm. A very large meal is like stuffing that stove with damp wood. The fire doesn't roar, it smokes and struggles. That heavy, bloated, tired feeling after a big meal is your body's way of saying, "This is too much to handle all at once." You see, as the body grows older, the rhythm of the digestive system changes. It starts to prefer predictability and dislikes sudden shocks. This is why many long-living elders don't eat until they are completely stuffed. They eat until they feel comfortable. They might not explain it in scientific terms, but their body's instinct tells them, if your stomach doesn't feel stretched or heavy, and you can put your chopsticks down while still feeling you could enjoy one more small bite, that's the right point to stop. This is a central concept in Eastern wellness, often called eating until 70% full. This is not about dieting or going hungry. It's about finding that comfortable balance where the body works with the least strain. In traditional Eastern thought, the digestive center is seen as the root of your daily energy. If you protect this central hub, the whole system runs smoothly. And the way to protect it isn't by giving it the most expensive food, but by not overloading it with extra work. An old saying captures this. If you want to feel at ease in your body, always keep a slight sense of space, a little room. This space is not a gnawing hunger. It is a light, unburdened feeling where the body's natural energy doesn't get stuck and sluggish from being constantly overfilled. Interestingly, modern science has been walking towards this very same wisdom. For decades, research on living organisms, from simple yeast cells to complex primates, has repeatedly found a consistent pattern, a long-term, gentle reduction of energy intake, while maintaining good nutrition, can significantly delay aging and extend healthy lifespan. The mechanism behind this is compelling. When the body isn't constantly working to process a new load of food, it activates an internal housekeeping process called autophagy. In simple terms, your cells begin to clean up their own waste. They recycle damaged proteins and old, worn-out parts, turning them into fresh, functional components. Think of it as a deep, restorative spring cleaning that the body does for itself. When you eat a little less, a little lighter, you are giving your body the time and space to take out the trash. If we graze constantly from morning to night, the body stays in receiving mode and never switches to cleaning mode. Over time, this uncollected cellular debris can become the foundation for many age-related health issues. So, That small bowl of a long-living elder holds more than just less food. It holds a practice that keeps the body clear, light, and able to repair itself. So what does this look like as a daily, gentle practice? You don't need to count every grain of rice. Here are 3 small, safe actions you can try. Even just choosing one can make a difference. First, try using a slightly smaller bowl or plate. This is not a trick, but a quiet signal to the mind. Psychological research shows that when you finish a full, albeit smaller, bowl, the brain registers a sense of completion and satisfaction far more easily. This is a gentle, struggle-free way to adjust your portions without feeling deprived. Swapping a large, wide bowl for a more delicate one can become a small ritual of care in itself. Second, practice the mid-meal pause. About 15 to 20 minutes into your meal, put your chopsticks down for a full minute. Don't check your phone. Just sit quietly and ask yourself, how do I really feel right now? Is this an empty stomach or just a craving? If I stopped eating at this moment, would I feel uncomfortable? So often, the body has had enough, but the mind hasn't caught up yet. This 1-minute pause allows your body's natural fullness signals to travel to your brain and catch up with your fork. Third, pay attention to the rhythm of your chewing. When you don't rush and you chew your food thoroughly, maybe 20 or 30 times for each mouthful, you are not just breaking food into smaller pieces. You are giving your stomach a calm, early warning that nourishment is coming, allowing it to prepare its digestive work gently. This alone can significantly reduce the feeling of heaviness after eating. Now, an important and serious note. This approach of eating lightly is not right for everyone, and it must be done with wisdom. If your doctor has told you that you are underweight or at risk of malnutrition, your first priority is getting enough energy and protein, not eating less. If you live with diabetes, especially if you use insulin or certain medications, you must speak with your doctor before making any significant change to your eating pattern. A sudden decrease in food intake can carry risks. And for anyone at any time, if you feel dizzy, weak, lightheaded, or your heart starts racing, this is a clear signal to stop and eat normally. Gentle wellness is about feeling more comfortable in your body, never about testing it or ignoring its distress signals. Finally, I would like to invite you to look again at your own bowl or the bowl of someone you love in a new light. What that bowl holds is more than just a meal. It holds a quiet philosophy for aging. In our younger years, we often strive for more success, more possessions, more stimulation. Moving into our later years is a graceful, slow turn toward learning how a life with less can create more peace, more rhythm, and more stability. The secret to longevity might not be hidden in an expensive supplement or a complex gadget. It may be resting quietly in the simple act of putting down your chopsticks easily, seeing the bottom of a small bowl, and feeling just right. At your next meal, you might try this. At the moment you feel comfortably satisfied, gently set your chopsticks down and say to yourself, quietly, "This is enough."